What is going on, everybody in Max Squad? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing a speed test between the Moto G Power and the Galaxy J7 Crown. Stay tuned. As you saw in the intro of this video here, this is going to be the Moto G Power going up against the Galaxy J7 Crown. And the first thing I want to discuss is the specifications on paper for each device. The Moto G Power here is going to have the Snapdragon 665 inside of it here. It's an octa-core chipset that it's clocked at 2.02 gigahertz here. And it's going to have the Adreno 610 for the GPU. Now the device is going to have 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of internal storage. And out of the box, it's going to be running Android 10 with security patch of May 1st, 2020. Now with the Galaxy J7 Crown here, we're going to have an octa-core chipset as well. 2 cores that are clocked at 1.59 gigahertz, and the other 6 are clocked at 1.56. And for the GPU is going to be the Mali G71. Now this device in particular is going to have 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage. And out of the box, the device is going to be running Android 9 with security patch of July 1st, 2019. Oh wait, you guessed it, the Moto G Power actually won this part of the speed test here. It has more RAM, more internal storage, a faster CPU, so it was pretty much obvious that it was going to win this part of the speed test here. So if you're looking for something with a little bit more power, the G Power will be for you. But if you need something with not as much power, you're just looking to save a few bucks, the J7 Crown might be for you here. So the score is going to be 1 with the G Power and 0 for the J7 Crown. Let's get to the next part of the speed test. So with this next part of the speed test here, what we're going to be doing is the application install and RAM management part of the speed test here. And so basically what I'm going to do is open up several applications on each device to see which one can open up the app faster. And then afterwards, I test the RAM to see which device can hold the application better in the background. Let's get that started with Play Store. And we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1. That goes to the J7 Crown. The next application we're going to open up here is YouTube in 3, 2, 1. That may have been a tie there. Let me know in the comment section below who actually won that one there. The next application we're going to open up here is Amazon in 3, 2, 1. That goes to the Moto G Power. The next application we're going to open up here is Facebook in 3, 2, 1. That goes to the Moto G Power. The next application we're going to open up here is Instagram in 3, 2, 1. That goes to the Moto G Power. And the last application we're going to open up here is Spotify in 3, 2, 1. That goes to the Moto G Power. So wait, you guessed it again. The Moto G Power opened up majority of those applications faster than the J7 Crown. Who would have thought, right? Now let's go ahead and test the RAM on each device to see which one can hold it better in the background. Play Store is going to be first, held by the J7 Crown. YouTube, held by both. Amazon, held by the Moto G Power. Facebook, held by both. Instagram, held by both. And last but not least here, Spotify, held by both. So as you saw there with the application install and RAM management part of the speed test here, the Galaxy J7 Crown is not a slow phone by any means here. Nonetheless, the majority of those applications were open faster on the G Power, and the G Power held the applications better in the background that we opened on both. And so as of right now, we have to give it to the G Power having a score of 2 and the J7 Crown having a score of 0. Let's go ahead and get to the next part of the speed test. Now with this next part of the speed test here, what we're going to be doing is looking at the Antutu benchmark, the Geekbench numbers, and we're also going to run a speed test here to see which device can pull down the faster data speeds. And to get things started with that, we can see that on the G Power here, we have a score of 162,501, which is pretty good for the 665. I'm not mad about that at all. But on the J7 Crown, we got 112,476. So between both devices, that's about let me do some quick math. That is about a 50,000 point difference in between both devices. So is that a huge difference? Yeah, in terms of both devices being budget here, but not a huge difference as far as one being a couple 100,000 points ahead and the other one being a couple 100,000 points behind. So nonetheless, it goes to the G Power here. Let's go ahead and look at Geekbench. So with looking at the Geekbench numbers here on each device, you can see on the Moto G Power, we got a score of 1,492 for the single core and 5,390 for the multi-core. And on the J7 Crown, we got 1,171 for the single core and 3,890 for the multi-core performance. So the J7 Crown is no slow phone by any means here, but it's just not going to be as fast as something that costs a little bit more money. So let's go ahead and get this speed test going on each device for the speed test video here. We're going to see which device can get the faster download speeds and the faster up speeds here. And I'm going to go ahead and stop talking in this part of the video here. I'm doing one at a time, and we're going to start here with the Moto G Power in 3, 2, 1. So as you see there, the Moto G Power didn't get a faster down speed than the J7 Crown, but it's at 36 even and 21.4 for the up. And for the J7 Crown, we got a 38.7 on the down and 20.1 for the up. So faster on the up for the G Power and faster on the download for the J7 Crown. So nonetheless, the victory still has to go to the Moto G Power here. And as of right now, it's going to have a score of 3. And the J7 Crown is going to have a score of 0. So let's go ahead and get to the next part of the speed test here and see which device can come out on top with that part. So with this next part of the speed test here, what I'm going to be doing is installing 3 of the top applications here from the Play Store on each device to see which one can install the application faster than the other. Now, whichever device installs 2 of those 3 faster than the other automatically wins as part of the speed test here. The first application is going to be Zoom Cloud Meetings here, and we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1. That goes to the Moto G Power. And so the next application we're going to install here is Starbucks, and we're going to do that in 3, 2, 1. All right, the Moto G Power is installing. They're both installing here. And that goes to the Moto G Power. So as you saw there with the application install test here, the Moto G Power ended up installing 2 of the 3 applications faster than the J7 Crown, and so automatically it has to go to the Moto G Power, having a score now of 4, and the J7 Crown having a score of 0. Let's go ahead and get to the final part of the speed test here and see if the G Power can get a shutout or if the Galaxy J7 Crown can actually get a victory here. Let's see. So with this final part of the speed test here, what I'm going to be doing is turning the devices off and turning it back on, or basically a restart test to see which device can power off and power back on faster than the other here. So without any further ado, let's stop talking and get this started here and see what happens. And hopefully the J7 Crown can get a W here in 3, 2, 1. Now, if I got to guess, I'm going to go ahead and give it to the J7 Crown because the Moto G Power is notoriously known here on the channel as being a slow phone at turning back on. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this part of the video up and see you at the end. And that goes to the Galaxy J7 Crown by a hair. Wow. As you saw there in the first part of the speed test here with the paper test between both devices, that was easily going to go to the Moto G Power here. It was like no question for me. I was actually pretty surprised that the J7 Crown opened up that one app faster. I think it was YouTube. No, it was Play Store. Then it opened up Play Store faster than the Moto G Power. And that was actually pretty surprising as well. But things started happening as I expected them to. Obviously, the Antutu benchmark part of the test, that was going to be faster than the J7 Crown. The application install test was going to be faster than the J7 Crown. What I knew for sure was that the G Power takes a long time to reboot. And so the J7 Crown actually did take that one there. And the score ended up being 4-1. So in the comment section below, did you think the J7 Crown had any type of chance against the Moto G Power? Did you think it would get any type of victory, any segments here of the speed test? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you're new to the channel here, consider subscribing so that you don't miss any coverage when it comes to budget devices like the Moto G Power and the Galaxy J7 Crown. And Matt Squad, I like this video here so that other people just like you can get a little bit more help when it comes to researching budget devices like the Moto G Power and the Galaxy J7 Crown, or anything that I decide to bring to the channel here. And last but not least, share this video here with your friends and family and let them know that not all Android cameras suck. It is just not true. But until then, my name is Max Rock. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day, y'all. Deuces.